things I love to do on my channel is to give shout outs to those of you who help support the channel by purchasing merch, like hoodies and my songs on shopbountyhunterd.com. But for those of you who are thinking of getting some merch, I appreciate that. We got the best merch, the best quality in the game. So get some merch, get a shout out. Take care. My man, Marco.
What's up, man?
What's up, dog?
It's not much.
Man, I'm good, man. I'm glad you came in today.
Let's get it.
Yes, sir. Obviously, you know that the owner wanted me to do us to investigate your restaurant because you're the manager. Just for the record, you're the manager.
Yeah.
I really know that. Is it okay if I record you and put this audio on you? Is that fine?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, sir. Did you work today earlier, or you took a time off right now? Or what's going on?
No, it's a weekend. I'm taking my day off.
Oh, okay. Just open it up right here and just put it right in the front of your shirt right there.
Okay.
Right there between your buttons, up on the top there.
Oh, uh-huh.
Yeah, that's fine. That'll work too. There we go.
Okay.
Okay, man. So you're here for an update on your restaurant.
Tell me what I gotta know.
Let's get with it.
Tell me who I gotta fire.
So, yeah, we uncovered. There are, out of the employee numbers and transactions, a total of the 78, over 100 transactions were compromised so far at your restaurant.
Okay.
There's one employee obviously I haven't gotten to all of them. I just called you in for an update.
Okay.
One employee that we've caught so far, and I'm gonna let you know who it is in a second. Of the fraud that's going on. But since I met up with you, this is weeks ago, have you noticed any changes going on in the restaurant? What's the update? What do you see now?
Nothing. Everything's running smoothly as it always does.
Okay.
Everyone's doing what they need to do. Everyone's doing their part.
Okay. And they know your restaurant's being investigated. That's probably why. So you haven't seen a change in the behaviors since they know we're doing this?
No. So I guess they're just really good at what they do, trying to hide it.
Okay.
So
okay.
That's all I can give you right now.
All right. Anybody?
They're smart.
They're smart.
Yeah.
Anybody quit since the investigation? Because we need their information too.
As far as I know, I'm trying to remember. No, I don't think anyone has quit.
Nobody's quit?
No.
That's a red flag too if they quit right away, if they know that something's going on.
Yeah.
So let me know if you get anybody, quitting or doing something to get fired.
Okay.
So they won't look like a suspect. You just quit. No, you did this. You fired me.
Mm-hmm.
They try to stay under the radar. So you're still in charge of overseeing the entire restaurant.
Yes, I am.
And you're saying that you haven't seen anything suspicious thus far. Well, since our investigation.
No.
Okay.
I'm always keeping track of my crew, my people.
Okay.
Make sure they're doing what they're doing.
Perfect.
Make sure everything's set straight.
Okay.
I'm keeping my close eye on them.
Please.
Yeah.
Because that helps us too.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the owner of the restaurant, don't say his name or her name, I'm sorry. She wants everybody to be investigated, including you. So I understand that we've been dealing real close with you. Mm-hmm. So I think that's due diligence. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm just going to ask you just a couple questions just for the record because she's going to want to see this footage too.
Okay.
I'll act like I don't know because I already know, but I'm going to act like I don't know. Do you have access to credit card information?
My credit card information?
No, I'm sorry. I'll play it better. I'll ask better. Do you have access to credit card information from your guests?
No, we do not.
You do not have access
I do not have the access to the credit card information. That's mostly my boss.
Oh, okay. So I was under the impression you did.
No, I don't. I have no control over that whatsoever.
Oh, okay. So from talking to some of your employees, some of them were good, and I told you I got somebody so far, but from their stories, they get the credit card from and you correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm going to say what they have been saying.
Okay.
They get the credit card from, I'll use me. I go into the restaurant because, we already been there and scoped it out and did all that stuff anyway. Mm-hmm. So from my experience, I'll just talk on my experience. When I go to your restaurant, I gave, I can't remember your waiter's name. I gave him my credit card. He went off to the back area, and I guess he ran it, and he came back with my receipt, and I paid the tip, and that was it.
Okay.
Right? And that transaction didn't take that long. The ones that are the red flags are the ones that take really long to come back. Right. Those are one of the things that we look under our investigation. Like which ones are, because you got to log in under their employee number, and then they do all of that stuff. Mm-hmm. So what you're saying is, as the manager, you don't have access to that credit card that's been swiped.
No, that's they're doing.
That's them. Okay.
Yeah, because they're the one paying. They're the one like swiping through the machines. They're the one making sure it's approved and everything like that. Okay. So, forgive me if I sound really mean, but if you were to have access to those cards, there would be a red flag because you're not supposed to have access to the cards? Because...
Is that a red flag if it's, hey, man, you got access to these cards, why? Is that a red flag? I'm saying hypothetically, if you did.
No, it wouldn't be because like I oversee everything. Mm-hmm. So like I'm making sure everyone's doing their part. Like I'm usually in my office doing my stuff, what I need to do, and they're the ones outside just making sure everything's getting paid, everything's getting taken care of, everyone's getting their food, everyone's leaving happy. Okay. So that's all I do. Okay. So if you had access to credit card information, is that bad or good or normal? Because you said you don't have access, but if you did have access, is there something wrong with that? No, I don't know. It wouldn't be not. No. Okay, so that's not out of the norm, like out of the ordinary. Oh no, if I talk to the owner, she'll say no. If Marco has access to the credit cards, that's fine. She would vouch for that. That's okay. Yeah. Yes or no? Yeah. She would vouch for that. But you're saying you don't. Yeah, I don't have any. You do not. Okay. All right. Now, have you ever ran any customers' credit cards in the last, how long have we been doing your investigation? Last couple months? No. Oh, well, actually, I have. I was going to say, come on, man, because I got it right here. Don't say no now. No. Come on, bruh. Sorry. No, but I do it here and there. Okay. Like if, let's say an employee's taking forever to take their check and stuff like that, I come out, take the card, run it through. But that's not normal for you. That's not normal, no. Okay. Because you have, in the last couple months, you've done it, where are you? You've done it 8 times. I don't know if you know that, under your employee number. Oh, okay. Yeah, you've done it 8 times. Okay. And out of those 8 times that you ran, does that sound familiar to you, first of all? That you could have done that? I honestly lost count. I know I did it a few times over the past few months, but I know I lost count. And then 2 months is not a lot. That 8 times is not a lot. Of course, you probably got a lot of shit going on there. You're probably doing a lot, but it's been 8 times. Okay. Yeah. So we, under your employee number, 8 times. Does your employees have access to other employee numbers? Is there a thumbprint there? Is there something to say, hey? No, they don't have them. So someone else could use someone else's employee number? No, they can't do that. They have no access to that. Each employee has their own number that they each gotta make sure it's theirs. Okay. How is your thumbprint ran? It's a thumbprint. Okay, so it's that. That's what I figured. So I can't take somebody's. I have to cut their finger off to use the damn card. Yeah. Okay, or go into their. We make sure our knives are all intact. Yeah, right. We don't want that to happen. Yeah. So Marco, out of the 8 times that you had to run the credit cards, you probably might not remember. I don't know, but out of the 8 times, because I have a record here, out of the 8 times that you had to run the cards. Do you remember the server that you ran it for? No, I do not. You do not. Okay. Every credit card that you ran for the past couple months was for Miguel. Yeah. So does that sound familiar? Miguel? Yeah. Yeah. The Miguel who works for you. Yeah, he does. You know Miguel, you don't know your employees? Like I said, I'm always in the office. Let me show you. I'm always in the office. I know you got some employees, but goddamn, okay, hold on. Let me show you here. You know who I'm talking about, Miguel, right? Yeah, I know. Okay, Miguel. All right. Because if you don't know who he is, I mean, like, damn. It's hard to keep track of all your employees, especially since you're running a business. No, I understand. So take a look. This is Miguel. He was in my office earlier today. Okay. So That's Miguel. He was sitting right where you're sitting.
Okay.
I obviously, well,
yes,
is that Miguel
yes,
to you?
That
Yes
is
or
Miguel.
no? Okay,
yes,
all right.
It is.
That's why I wanted to show you the picture.
Okay.
Okay. So he was in the office today. Okay, I'll take that back. I just wanted you to see. I'm gonna show the camera too. That's Miguel who's here. That's Miguel. Miguel had some information. I asked him questions. He gave me information on how everything's ran, sort of like this interview here.
Okay.
Okay. I didn't ask Miguel if you ran cards for him. I didn't ask that. I wanted to ask you.
Okay.
And you are, right? Is there a reason why you only run Miguel's cards?
Because sometimes he'd be too busy and he kind of needs my help. He's like one of my top guys.
Okay.
So
I know before all of this, you spoke highly of him when I first started talking to you.
Yeah.
You spoke really highly of the guy.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah. He's one of my best guys that I have in the restaurant.
He's a good server.
Yeah.
Is it like favoritism? Because employees, you guys have, y'all got 20 something employees, right? So you guys got 30 employees. Out of your 30 employees, 8 times, Miguel's the only one. Why's that? Favoritism?
No, it's just that
geez.
He's like I said, he's like one of my best guys. He's like long tenured there. And
so you go out of your way to help him because, you show a little. Listen, if you show him a little favoritism, I don't give a shit. That's your store. You run a restaurant, rather. You run it how you want. But it is. Through those records, I see under your employee number, it was for his tables.
Yeah.
Okay, because you're not seeing tables. Okay. So I do want to tell you this too. Miguel is in jail.
What?
He's in jail, man.
Why?
Because we caught him committing fraud with the credit cards.
Son of a... How long has he been doing this?
Well, he didn't tell me. He didn't really confess to it, but we got so much information on him. I showed him just a little bit of proof here, but he's one of the guys that I caught so far. I do want to ask you this, though. If you know this person, you know this person?
No, I don't.
You sure?
Yeah. I really don't know who that person is.
Okay. Her name is Lana. And Lana is in charge of probably she's like my biggest case right now. Me and my wife, we're both investigating her operation. She has a very large operation, man, of credit card fraud. She's into cars, like insurance fraud. But mainly her big thing is like credit card fraud within businesses. And her thing is restaurants where she will have I call them medians. They go in and they get credit card information from people and they send it to her. And she duplicates the cards, commits fraud, and cuts everybody else like money. For instance, for Miguel, he was one of her little medians. And she has several more. I think her operation is gigantic. But I'm just like touching the tip of the iceberg, pause, and I find it kind of ironic that you only handle credit cards for Miguel out of those 8 transactions, and Miguel is tied into Lana, and you being the manager of the store, and you don't know anything about what's going on. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. Marco the narco. That's crazy to me that you don't know shit about what's going on.
I honestly did not know he was doing this shit.
It's your store, dog. You don't know what's going on in your store?
Shit.
And you only doing credit cards for him?
Yeah,
and he's directly tied to her?
Well, he
needed. And you don't know.
Well, can you let me speak and I'll tell you?
I can't believe this shit. Help me out. Help me understand this.
Well, I only do it for him because I know he's busy, but I didn't know he was tied to her. I didn't know he was working for her.
Out of 30 employees, Marco, out of 30 employees, he's the only credit card. You only take credit cards from that employee who's tied to Lana. And you said you don't know who she is.
I do not know.
Never seen this lady before in your life.
Never met her, never talked to her, nothing.
She's still in jail singing like a bird.
Well,
about some of her shit.
Well, that sucks for her because I don't know who that is.
Okay, but we know who you are, though.
And who am I?
You are involved in this credit card shit, bro.
And you got proof for that?
I do.
Well, let's see the...
I do. You talked to your employee about shit. Let me look at my note and see, do I have it on my phone or if I got it on the file? Give me just a second.
You have all the time in the world. Take your time.
We
it's not
got
like I got
time.
shit to do.
Oh, you're going to have a lot of time, though.
Well,
yeah, you're going to have a lot of time to think about it.
It's going to be a joy.
Yeah. So, this right here, and just leave my phone right there. Don't pick it up or nothing. This right here is a conversation that you had with Miguel. Does that look familiar? Text messages from you guys? Yeah, take a close look. That look familiar to you?
No, it does not.
It doesn't look like. Okay, so we pulled this. Well, I didn't, but the investigator pulled this off of his phone. They got a warrant for his phone. And we see that there's text messages between you and him. And he's talking about credit cards and Lana, and you're agreeing. I don't have to read the whole conversation, do I? Yeah, let me skip to the next one. See, that's all about you and Lana. There's a couple of them other employees that I'm going to find out who they are too. But you wanted to know what I have, and I showed you that. I got more than that, though.
A piece of paper doesn't show shit.
Like I said, I got more than that, though. So you're the boss of it all in that store, and you're committing fraud with Miguel. It's very easy. All I do, man, I get the evidence and I start connecting the dots. Right?
Well, you're connecting the wrong dots, dog.
Mm-hmm. Won't you just admit it, man?
There's nothing to admit.
But you're caught.
There's
right?
nothing to admit.
Yeah, it is.
No, there's not.
Oh, look, same thing he said. Oh, you ain't got nothing on me, D. You got nothing. I do. Now he's behind bars. Yeah, and he's going to work a deal out with the DA. Trust me. Trust me. Mm-hmm. And he's going to give you up, pause. And you're going to be giving up some big, too. Pause. Yeah. So there's only one thing to do. You know? So what I need you to do, Marco the narco, stand up. Put your hands behind your back, dog. You're going to jail. As simple as that.
You know,
yeah,
I could have beat you back to 1949, but I choose not to. I'm going to leave freely. So what's it going to be?
Well, if you go freely, I won't have to put cuffs on you. And I won't have to whoop your camera. So that's cool with me. I don't mind rearranging the furniture in here either. But if you want to go freely, then you go freely.
Let's go.
Okay.
Because you put a hand on me, you're 6 feet in the ground.
Really?
You very really.
Yeah. So you really are Marco the narco, huh?
Goddamn right I am.
That's what I figured.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So what you gonna do?
So we're gonna do that? Is that what we're gonna do?
You gonna let me walk freely? Or you gonna put me in
I just told you I'll let you walk freely.
Then let's go.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Hold on, let me check you for weapons first. You got anything on you? Be still.
I'll find out.
Be still. You gonna walk freely still? I ain't gotta put cuffs on you? Here, put your hands on you, cool. Just don't act stupid. Here, go to your right. Just go ahead and walk freely. I'm just letting you know I'll tackle you if you try anything. Go on to open the door. Okay. Go on, have a seat. Okay, I appreciate it. Usually I put people in cuffs, but you being cool. Other than that little remark you made.
I'm being this tough guy right now, dog. You're being the little.
Is that what it is?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So I'm being a little.
Yeah, you are.
Okay. So right now I'm like thinking you're gonna try some shit. So I think I might just put the cuffs on you. How about that?
You can do whatever the fuck you want.
Okay.
That's all I know is that you're in the wrong and I'm not.
Okay. All right.
So what's it gonna be?
Okay, let's do that. There you go. There you go. Sit nice and comfy. You're not going anywhere. I'm going to go get some paperwork started. It might take me, 20, 30, 40, 50 minutes to do it. But you're going to be sitting here thinking about the shit that you said.
Take your time.
Because I got you. You're caught. And everybody's going to... Look, you're the manager of the... You need to be ashamed of yourself first. But fraud is fraud.
Like I said, I'm the bigger guy here. You're just the...
Well, you got one thing right. You are the bigger guy. Right. That's fine. But I've knocked out many big guys before. So
they weren't me.
They weren't you. That's right. You're right. So sit tight, okay? You good?
All right.
Okay. Watch your knee. I don't want to hurt yourself. There you go.